stay a little bit longer. If I told you I'd be okay, I could be stronger. I tell you that I can change. I could change if I really tried to. I could change. I could change if I really want to. 'Cause I'm lonely, staring at a photograph of my one and only. 'Cause I was just a young dumb kid with my thumbs up. Did I run to the wrong side? Did I run to the wrong side? Oh yeah, I was dumbstruck looking at it now. I can tell that I'd fucked up. Did I run to the wrong side? Ooh, yeah. 'Cause I'm ashamed. I hang my head and get on my knees and then I pray. Seems like I have not done this 1,000 times and days. Feeling with my 1,000 fears, don't know where they came from. I should have tamed them. 'Cause I was just a young dumb kid with my thumbs up. Did I run to the wrong side? Did I run to the wrong side? Oh yeah, I was dumbstruck looking at it now. I could tell that I'd fucked up. Did I run to the wrong side? Ooh, yeah. Hi, my name is Gravity Groove. Welcome to Not Safe for Work Magic. And this is going to be our last best of 3 draft. Quick Draft will unlock in October 1st, I believe. And I'm just much more comfortable playing Quick Draft. I tend to be a very risk-averse personality type. And I grew up very, very poor. So you tend to be really uncomfortable with spending money, with luxury purchases, with that sort of thing. And I'm certainly no exception to that. So when I play Quick Draft, which is half the price of traditional, if I do poorly and I can still just take all the rares and stuff, and I do poorly, I still feel like I got my money back out of it, so to speak. Whereas when I play traditional, if I go 1-2 or 0-2, I just feel like a chump. I feel like I gambled at a slot machine like an idiot and lost my money like an idiot, and it's not a good feeling. Like, it really makes me feel bummed out for the rest of the day sometimes, which is not a good way to feel for a game with this much variance. Like, I've had amazing decks that I just go 0-2 in because I get all the flood and all the screw, and I know that's part of the game, but it's always the part of the game I've hated the most. I wish there was an alternate version of Magic that avoided the resource scarcity to some degree in some mechanism, so that you had fewer non-games where one opponent just absolutely stomps the other flat. You're still going to have that from just natural power of card variants. Like, you could have a bunch of mythics and rares in your deck and just never draw them. Your opponent could literally draw theirs every time. We've had those games, and you get stomped. That happens. That doesn't feel great either. But it's still a game, whereas when you draw a no-lander, mulligan, draw 2 land of the same color, and then don't draw another land, or you literally draw 13 land in 16 cards, which I've done, it's not really a game, and it just bums me out and sucks, and I don't have any fun. And we have magic running. You might have been able to hear that, but it is not capturing. So what is up with that? Let's game capture. Yeah, okay. You're not doing your job. Game capture. Properties. Yeah. Capture MTG. Done. And we have a black box of nothing. Cool. That's not good. I'm going to reboot Streamlabs here, and I will be right back. Okay, it appears we're capturing now. So here's our last traditional. I should try to get an idea of my win percentage. I don't really... Is there like a website that does that for you? Let's see, I've got 130, 6 2-1s in 02, and a 1-2. So that's 6x2, that's 12, and then 3, that's 15, and then 2 more, that's 17. And then losses would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that right? So that would be 15, 16, 17. So 6 losses from the 6 2-1s, 0 losses from the 3-1. And then 2, 4, 6 losses from the 0-2, the 1-2, and the 1-2. Yeah, not a very good win percentage. 58% based on this thing. Definitely way below my average. But I feel like we're not having draft problems as much as we're just having variance problems where I'm generally a pretty good player, but just criminally unlucky. And occasionally you see on the show I will give you a percentage based on the deculator of what the draw outs are, what the odds are, and they're fairly preposterous most of the time, but they happen quite often on this show. Too often.
5,586,853,480.
I had that hand and worse in multiple games yesterday. That's the percentage chance for that to occur based on the numbers I inputted. So a little disappointing. I got to the Pro Tour on my limited skills, and I'm generally pretty proud of that. I don't really have a team or anyone to work with or any training. I just have been playing for a while and generally am very good at limited. But I feel like when I play online, in particular, although I have gotten to a lot of top 8s and just like double mulliganed and died, online in particular, I just seem to have truly abysmal luck. And being risk averse and having abysmal luck while paying for a product that then takes your money and gives you nothing, you can see as how that would bum a person out. Oh, I actually have one more 2-1. So that would be 18 and 12. Oh, actually 19 and 12, right? $61.29. Yeah. think generally we're drafting pretty okay. Not forcing anything. Sometimes you just get bad pods too. There's so many elements to luck variance, right? Well, obviously we're taking Wrenn 7, which puts us in green. Green has a lot of versatility in terms of being able to potentially play 3 colors if you can get Path to the Festival and a couple farmers. So we're pretty happy to take that here. Otherwise, it's a really powerful pack. Defenestrate obviously is just totally bonkers. Archivist is pretty decent. Lunar Frenzy is great. It's a pretty nuts pack. It's a pretty nutty pack. I hate to pass a Defenestrate, but I mean, what are you going to do? I'd love to be green-black. I do love that removal package. We could be 3 colors. Again, if we get a few farmers and a pass to the festival, we could pretty easily be 3 colors. That does not seem playable. Duel for Dominance is fine. I don't see anything else really busted here. These are all fine cards, but not really broken. And we do kind of want to cement green. We want to cut green a little bit. I don't think this is an incredible card, but green usually has big creatures, so I think duel is fine. I think this is actually the first duel I've drafted. I don't think I've ever played this card in this format yet. Second duel for the first ambitious farmhand. This is a pretty impressive pass. We are seeing a lot of white pass down. We're not seeing any black at all. Second duel seems fine. Ambitious farmhand seems also quite fine. I think white-green is probably okay. And again, we can splash or remove a color. This is just removal, though, and cementing our green. We really need to cut green. We'll figure out our second color at some point. There's a farmer. We've also got really good black cards, but the farmer will allow us to do a lot of things. I don't know if Storm the Festival is good. I can't really evaluate that card. Seems to be a C- on the general list I use. Shady Traveler, Diagraph, obviously very good, but we are trying to cement green and then maybe build outward from there. Nothing really mind-blowing here. Pestilence Wolf is fine. Outrider is, again, quite late, so I think we'll start hedging into white. It's also a very late ambush, but black tends to be criminally overdrafted. So I think we can take Candle Trap, and now we have 3 pieces of removal already, which is a pretty good place to start. We just need to get some big critters. It's decent. Mystic Skull, another card that allows you to splash pretty aggressively. I think Soul Guide Gryph is probably what we want here. We could splash red. Nothing else here is that powerful. It's either this or Ardent Elementalist, which would just be getting dual at this point. We might splash red. Nothing else here is really that impressive. Howl for the Hunt and Gavany Trapper are both pretty reasonable. Trapper creates more board panic for your opponents. Howl pretty reasonable though. Often going to be a good trick that kills an opponent and sticks around to generate a little value. Path to the Festival. It'll be nice if we pick one up. And if we are splashing, we will play it. But if we're not splashing, not as much of a priority. Gotta have some 2-drops, I think. Another Soul Guide Griff would be fine, but we don't want to have too many 5s. Pretty reasonable. We could splash blue or white. Cool. I'll take some bears. Happy to take a few bears. So our power level's pretty middling. Pretty middling at the moment. We have Overgrown Farmland, which if this were Quick Draft, we would take that. Defend the Celestus, which is an interesting trick. Gavany or another Farmer. Or a Silverbolt. All these cards are pretty dang good. Hard to evaluate. It seems like it's overcosted. Maybe just a Gavany. Another Farmer is fine, but we might wheel it. Silverbolt's also fine. Oh, cool. You may turn lands into wolves. It'd be great if we wheel the Cavalry or the Revival. I'll take either of those. Fangblade is absolutely nuts. We have 2 mythics in our deck, which probably means we're going to eat shit. Let's be real. I like Tireless Hauler a lot. That's why I didn't want to take all the Soul Guide Griffs, because this takes up a 5-drop slot, and it's quite good. Yeah, we'll take another Gavany. Looking like we could use a few more 3-drops. Cool. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have to splash. I would like 1 or 2 more removal spells. We've got Candle Trap, Duel. We could run Faith, but ideally not. I guess we only really have 3 at the moment. Yeah, I think we want Might. Definitely better than is this Flare of Faith? It's a pretty late Pyre. If we were going to splash red, removal would be the reason to do so. Silverbolt came back. Oh, and Bird Admirer. Ooh. We do like Bird Admirer as a 3-drop. Silverbolt, though. Yeah, I'd really like that Bird Admirer, but man, we do need a minimum of removal. Another Farmer. That came back. Probably end up playing that. I think this looks pretty reasonable so far. Shouldn't have any real land trouble. Got 4 pieces, 5 pieces of interaction. We have a solid option to splash red for Angel Fire Ignition and Cathartic Pyre if we want, with 2 farmers. That doesn't seem like it would be that difficult. There's just nothing for us here, huh? Nothing for us here at all. Great cards, but nothing we would really play. We're just going to cap a rare. Just going to value draft it. Join the Dance, which is a card that has killed me many times. Sentry. Yeah, we need more 2-drops. Our 2-drops for creatures are pretty bad, so this definitely fills that need. Another potentially powerful card to splash red, but Burly Breaker is also just great and on color. And our 5s are absolutely backbreaking. The 5-drops are all looking like just game enders. Burn the Accursed. Another potentially good splash, but again, I really don't know if we're gonna need that. I feel like our deck is looking pretty damn reasonable. Veteran and Champlain, I don't even know, like, which one of these is considered better. Yeah, they're both, like, Ds. Yeah, I still want one of them. Ooh, Shadow Beast Sighting. This card is busted. We might run Path. That'll definitely make it if we splash. We're running Path for sure. Seems like we're gonna miss on that most of the time. We are not the lucky ones. I think we'll take a Plummet for the sideboard. Don't think any of this stuff makes the cut. It's a pretty late Silversmith. Gets us to 16 creatures, which seems like, wow, it's a late farmer too. Holy butts. Well, we've got all the mana in the world. I think we can play, I think we can afford to play a lot of 5-drops. With, wow. Well, we're in the open color, folks. We are in the open color. Green was the open color. Glad we took that Silverbolt, because we were never offered another piece of removal after that Silverbolt passed. Like, mid-pack 2. So our removal is still pretty meh. We have 5 pieces of interaction. We could throw another Flare of Faith in there if we want. We could also add the Pyre and the Angel Fire Ignition if we want, but I don't think we need to. Cavity Silversmiths are going to make getting Coven fairly easy. Coven? A lot of 4-drops, but I think Dawnheart's the weakest of them. It's hard to even say that's weak, though. I think we're cutting the 1-drop. At least one more cut. At least one more cut has to be made. Creature count is really 18 because we have Join the Dance, so we can cut another creature. We can cut Join the Dance. And it's done really well against us. At the very least, it generates a pretty ridiculous amount of chumps. Probably the weakest of all my creature options, though. Honestly. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have a ton of early game. Like, it looks like we have a bunch of 2-drops, but 2 of them are dual and might. So not really. Not really playable 2-drops. I'd like to cut a 4 or a 5 to put the Champlain back in for that reason. And we have no real flying blockers, so the Plummet will actually probably come in a few times. You could cut one of the Gavany Silversmiths. Is that nuts? Just to make sure our curve is a little more smoothed out. Or is this fine? I think we're going to try it the way it is. See how it feels. I think this is the first time I played green-white. Two pretty reasonable mythics, but God knows if we'll ever even draw them. I've had plenty of games where we've had cards of that caliber and we've just never seen them ever. Not letting me down, deck. Not letting me down. Yeah, I guess this is the least important thing. Those who'd like to know the odds to that.
22,481,940.
Interesting. Oh gosh, we have drawn land. Uh-oh. With 3 eccentric farmers, should we just cut a land and hope for the best? Opponent's hand sculpting. We have a 36% chance to draw land here. Hoping we don't. Cool. Sure. We do have a hand that is mostly land, folks. What the fuck is this? Okay, so we're just killing that immediately, right? It's not really much of a choice for us. Kind of wish that Dryads came back to us when we were expecting to wheel it. This big boy. This is also a big boy. I'd like to start seeing our duels for dominance. Wow. Yep. Brutal. Yeah, we're just gonna flood and die, folks, as per usual. As per usual. It's what we do on this show. We flood and die. Ten land left in our 26. Opponent getting to do all the things. If you have removal, you got it. Hoping for no cut purse here. Wow. Living that life, huh? We've got 7 mana. So we're kicking this twice. Opponent has 1,000,000 cards in hand. 100% crushed us with the Astronomer. Having low removal counts is just like not tenable in this format. We got 5 pieces, it's not even close to enough. I feel like you consistently need 6 to 8. Or you're going to run into one card just running away with it. A bit too often. That's why I said earlier I feel like this format is entirely too swingy. Now we have a big ass flyer that we cannot mitigate. We're still just drawing land. Texture's still pretty bad. I think we'll just start attacking with the lands. And yeah, I should have put it on both the lands, huh? That's okay. Sure. Could attack me with 3 creatures here. Not yet. You keep building up. And the Hoblin zombie is a really good timed critter for him. This one feels pretty over, folks. Just drew too many lands as per usual. Yeah. Just 100% over. Our opponent, you'll know, only has 5 lands. And we have 9. Yeah, that's how most of the games go for us. We just can't really mitigate the fact that our deck kind of hates us and never really wants us to play the game. So there's not anything I can do about this. There's only 1 flyer, so there's no point in bringing in Plummet. That's what we can do, folks. Doesn't matter how powerful the deck is. If you're me, you can't win. Pretty annoying. Pretty hard to beat Awakener in general. It's just such a value card. Yep. And we got something. Better than bricking. Really use the lands though. Uh-huh. Sure. Yep. Well, it should hit a land. Yep, got his mythic. Top 10 cards, both games. He has exactly 13 life. Cool. Man, I find new and exciting ways to lose, don't I? One mana short. If he draws a land, we're probably dead. If we full swing, we can get a damage in, I think. Sure. Not great trades for us, but didn't really have any options there, folks. We had the land, of course. Sure would be nice if we could draw our bomb mythic, huh? Sure. Yep. It's a very, very big creature. It's going to be hard to deal with. Uh-huh. Yep. Sure would be nice if this dude would not have perfect everything every turn forever. That would be great. Why can't we ever face someone whose deck is not like a 12 out of 10? That would be nice. That would be real nice. I guess we're swinging this. Blocks with the 4-2 or the 2-3 or the 4-4. It's not really a good attack. Uh-huh. A lot of mana to pump that thing. That's pretty gross. I've never gotten to the late game where someone had a stinger. It seems like it'll absolutely kill us. Yeah, and we can't hit anything relevant. No Candle Trap, no Silver Bolt, no Duel for Dominance, no Might of the Old Ways. Just cannot hit anything with any relevance. So he has 8 mana. He can pump this thing twice. It was 8, correct? Feels like Defenestrate for our Dawn, that would suck. Oh, he's got Eat. He does not have Eat. Okay, okay. Fuck! Eight land left and 22 cards, folks. What can I say? Go watch another streamer. Like, I mean, I've watched so many other streamers, and people just do not consistently have the kind of luck I have when I try to record the show. There's nothing else I can say. Go watch another streamer. Yeah, why not? Sure, yeah. Please cast another thing. Sure. Now he has 13 life and we lose. What can I tell you, folks? Like, seriously, just go watch someone else. We cannot succeed on this show, and I really don't know why. I'm kind of doing everything by a rational book here. We've got a 3.1 curve, so we're playing 17 lands, but we always flood out. We never draw the good cards. Out of 2 games, we saw 1 piece of removal out of potentially 5 or 6. We never got Wrenn. Our opponent got their best card within the top 10 both times. There's just nothing I can say or do. Just kind of doomed, and I don't really know why. I'd never characterized myself as a lucky guy, but this kind of anti-luck is pretty fucked up. Sure. Okay. Do we want to hold Primal Adversary for later? Or are we just trying to get some beats in? Probably just trying to get some beats in. Just a 4-3. Hi, buddy. Sure. Hoping we don't have Ye Olde Candle Trap or Sun Gold in the main. It'll also be pretty painful. Love to be able to draw an extra card from that, but not really an option here. We're approaching Flood. If we don't start drawing some action here, it's just going to go as it usually does. Okay, so he has a trick. See if we can beat it with Duel for Dominance. Uh-huh. Now at least if we get a land, we have... Okay. At least if we get a land there, we have Trample Coven set up. So we're in the mirror. We draw removal spells, and we won a game. Isn't that nuts? It's almost as if they're the most important things in the game. At least in this format. Having said that, do we want to cut something to throw in another Flare of Faith? Or do we want to put a couple mountains in and try Cathartic Pyre? I still don't think we want to do that. Seems a bit reactionary. I could see cutting one farmer for a flare, but even that doesn't seem very good. Just need to depend on what we have and hope we draw reasonably. Be cool if we could see Wrenn one time and get a free win. Something you need to know about draft is that the quality of your deck doesn't matter. The quality of your opponents matters a whole lot. If your deck is bad, but you face an opponent whose deck quality is bad and you play better, you win. If you draft a great deck and your opponent drafts a great deck, well, if they draw the good cards and you don't, dude, just lay down. What are you gargoyling for? Well, we have a 2-drop and a 1-drop, and we're on the draw. Cool. Well, it seems pretty... Oh. Pretty extremely aggro-y. Why not swing there? Wow. Stop curving out, dude. I know. We lost the duel. Man, this is such a mirror. Yeah, you got me. You playing this in a candle trap? Dude, like, would you just shut up? Oh my god. Yeah, it feels bad, but hi. You were so insanely chatty. What is the problem? What is the problem? Huh? Why are you talking so much? Put you down now? Okay. Alright, less lands, please. Less lands. Too many effing lands. Yeah, that's what I said. I guess Outrider's more important here. But if he does actually start killing things, we have some way to profit off of it. You can't go in that window. My desk is in front of that window. I can take you to the other room's window. Come here. Come here. What are we doing? Blessed Defiance? For some reason? Okay. Hi. Come here. Okay. Sorry, opponent. We've drawn 4 land in a row. We've drawn 4 land in a row. We've drawn 4 land in a row. Yay. So just swing the Timberland and threaten the activation. Well, that was nice. I killed a premium creature with a counter on it. Our opponent gained so much fucking life. Okay. Sure. Attack with both of these? Does it matter? Like he can double block, but I don't think that matters. Yeah, doesn't really matter. Got a straight so far, 0, 1, 2, 3. So we have our coven. Yep. Well, we got one. So now we're 20 and 13, which is pretty bad. 60.61%. That's how we kind of want the deck to perform. We still haven't drawn Wrenn, by the way. I have not drawn Wrenn once. Hey! 2 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 3 drop. If we draw a land, this could be pretty cool. It's a pretty big if. Sweet. I'd rather save the adversary if I can to get at least one trigger. If you're wondering why I didn't play the adversary there. Gavany will let us swing through here, right? We go... I guess putting the counter on this doesn't matter, but we put it on this and this. We're still just swinging. But if we play Rejuvenator, we have Wrenn next turn. We're just playing Rejuvenator. 3 colors, huh? I think we trade this for any of his board, honestly. Sure. I'd rather kill the witch. So if our opponent has any removal spell here, they get our Wrenn. It's just unfortunate we didn't have 5 lands naturally to be able to cast it, but... Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
Rich soil grows mighty forests.
Could play the Timberland Guide too, but that wouldn't block well. We lost both of our very scant removal spells. It's very unfortunate.
seed contains great potential.
Probably just making one more. I was going to say we're making one more tree. Well, I mean, Wrenn is a card that I would expect a pretty quick scoop to. You forget that this mills the shit out of you with its plus ability. But if your opponent's dead, I don't suppose it matters if you only have a few cards. 3 colors. Green appears to be the splash. They were stuck on 3 mana. Still put up quite a fight for being stuck on 3 mana. Lots of small creatures. Yeah, I don't think there's anything for me to do here.
Take your marks. Set.
Ooh. We can't mulligan it. We just have to hope. So he has something there. Maybe Blade Brand. Maybe Blade Brand is that pause. Could definitely see it being Blade Brand. Could be like Infernal Grasp too. Oh. Okay. Sure. We kept 5 land, and so far we've drawn land. That's typical. That's what I would say that is. Yeah.
Trees can fight their own battles.
That's what I would expect to happen if your opponent plays Wrenn on curve. We finally got to draw the damn Wrenn and win our free game. That puts us to 21-13, which is a whopping 61.7% win rate. And while that is nowhere near my all-time high of around, I believe 79 at one point was my win rate. With the draws we've been having, I'm going to have to take what I can get. So I'm going to call that good for a traditional draft. And October 1st, quick draft opens up again, and we're going to go back into value drafting for a while and blow through some of these gems and see if we can finish out this set. And then once we have enough cards, we'll open our packs and we'll start building some standard submissions. And if there's a standard deck you think would be fun or cool or you'd like to see me play, please consider sending a link to the in the comments below. Or if you like watching this, consider just leaving a comment or saying hello, or at the very least clicking the like button. None of these things will take much effort, but I would appreciate it, even though no one ever listens or does those things. My name has been Gravity Groove for Not Safe for Work Magic. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time. Boom.